Well, you guys, the fate of the HQ, I know you guys are waiting for an update, and I have an amazing update for you guys. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. I just wanted to point out, it doesn't rain here very often in Southern California, but I'll tell you, I'm kind of feeling like when it rains, it pours, and that's our situation right now. It's a bit grim, but we do have some hope. Now, this has been our home for the last 2 years, and it's been a fabulous place to be, but it is time to move on, and well, I just got back into town, and I haven't seen these guys in 2 weeks. What's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
How are you guys doing?
Good, brother.
Now, hold on. You were sick.
I was. I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good.
Have you guys tested him?
He's self-proclaimed good now.
Self-proclaimed. All right, yeah, we'll give you one of those. I do not want to get sick.
Same.
We have a lot going on in the next week. We have to move this entire shop, you guys. I already see Tim's on it, boxing stuff up. You're good?
Boxing it up. I'm good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You're good?
I'm good. Tim's
What?
infected.
No! No, Tim's infected. Stay over there.
I blame Mark.
Why? You got me sick.
What are you talking about?
That's why Mark's feeling better now, right?
So Mark got everybody sick.
I got Tim sick.
Par for the course. So you guys, big update. Now these guys already know. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. We've applied for 2 locations. That's right. Now, we're hoping one of them comes through in the next 5 days because we have to move out of here, and we have a very, very grim situation where if we had to move twice, that would really suck. Meaning that if we didn't get one of the locations in time to just go straight from here to the new location, we would actually have to find a home for all this stuff in the meantime. Now, I don't know what that looks like, but I have an idea for half of the stuff. That's the car half. So all these cars obviously have to go somewhere. In the past, if you guys remember, if you're OG DD fam, we had about 5 or 6 cars at one point while we were just staying. Previous to having an HQ, we were staying at Avenue of the Arts, and we'd have 5 or 6 cars parked in the parking lot there. They have a secure parking lot. It was very cool of them, the owner and our boy Phil, the manager, to let us park cars there. We were there for years. In fact, pre-pandemic, when we had to leave and go back to Canada for the pandemic, if you guys remember, the Integra Type R, 1.5 years it sat at that hotel.
Oh, that's a shame.
Guys are currently boxing all this stuff up. The goal is we get a green light in the next 48 hours, and we can simply, and we've already done this, we've got all the things you need to take over a commercial lease already in place. We have the insurance, all the liability insurance, all that stuff. Thanks to Dave, he's put in a lot of work to get all that lined up. He's done a lot of emails back and forth with realtors. He's been dealing with multiple realtors. But here's the good news. The new locations, both of them, if we get one of those locations, both of them are massive.
Yeah.
They are way bigger than this place.
Huge.
Like huge.
Huge.
How excited are you guys for, I mean, either of those locations? Driving?
It's gonna be nuts, dude.
We could just you don't even have to hold back. We could actually drive inside the building.
Yeah, we could like jump cars over cars.
We could jump cars over cars. That's an awful idea, and I like it.
That sounds amazing.
But we're talking about this. We could make a track inside the building. We could have a go-kart track. We could actually have a section of the building that we could drive our full-size cars in. We wouldn't even have to strap a car down. We could actually just drive around and do burnouts and dumb stuff. And we would still have so much space. The whole backside where Mike and Sean and the boys have been building the F12. By the way, I'm also in this video gonna give you guys a little teaser of what they've done to this car while I've been gone in the last couple of weeks because it's really sick. You might have seen it in the background. But all this stuff, all this equipment, this isn't actually that big of a room,
Yep.
right? So if we take all this stuff and even spread it out a little more in the new buildings, it would only take up a tiny little corner of what potentially,
Barely a room.
right? Barely a room.
Like not even 10%, like maybe 3%. Like this
I know.
is small compared to where we're moving. It's not small, it's small space,
No.
but it's, the
So
new space is
we have
insane.
about 8, I don't want to give away the F12 yet, it's right here. We got about 8 times the size of this location in the new location, and it's a lot more open. So it just feels that much bigger too.
Yeah. So there's two spots. Both are about the same size.
They're pretty close, yeah, both the
and
same
they're both
size.
about the same rent.
Correct.
Yep.
$35,000 a month. We have to pay 6 months upfront if we were to get approved. The issue is there's other people bidding on these locations too. Commercial space in the LA/Orange County area, there has been a lot more that's come on the market, but based on zoning and all that stuff, the criteria of what type of business you want to bring into that area, that's still limited. And guess what's really hard to get? Automotive.
It's the toughest thing.
It's the hardest thing to get. So to get a lease in a building that's going to allow us to build cars cars that have oil and gasoline and all this stuff, that's not easy to do. It has to be permitted by the city to be allowed to do that.
And every city in LA and around LA is shrinking that. So anytime an automotive place moves out, they try to not allow any more automotive there. And rezone it. Yeah, and that's just Southern California and California in general, I think.
So there's all of that. So fingers crossed, you guys. We have 2 locations again we applied for. We're just gonna have to wait for the next day or 2 to find out, did we get one of them? Did we win one of the bids? Funny enough, we actually overbid the lease payment. It was about $30,000. We offered another $5,000 a month to outbid someone specifically on one of the 2 locations because we love both of them, but one of them's actually like a real game changer.
Yeah.
We won't get into that too much. I don't want to get you guys' hopes up too high. I don't want to get my own hopes up too high. In the meantime, we're going to be moving. We have all this stuff. The boys are boxing stuff up. We do have to figure out a plan, like a contingency plan for the cars. I know a lot of you right now are like, Damon, I'll take one of the cars off your hands. I had so many offers, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
of course.
Just park it at my house with the keys. No problem. No problem. So these guys have been working really hard on this bad boy right here. Now I'm going to show you this part first. You guys have seen all of this. This car has come a long, long way. And the front end, there's a front end on this car. Fenders, front bumper, and look at this. It is a work of art, you guys. Get excited for this. We will move one way or another. We will get this back on track, scheduled for more work, more progress. This week is gonna be a bit of downtime. It's just the way it goes. With one door closing, we got a new door opening, hopefully. There's somewhere we're gonna find a location. We just really hope it's before the end of the month. Because if we had to move all this stuff to 2 different locations, like all of this would have to go to a storage facility. The cars could potentially go to, well, this can't sit at Avenue of the Arts. They'd have to go to a storage facility. Maybe we could tuck it in your garage.
Yeah, I have room for a couple cars. So
the ones
for the race cars.
The ones that don't lock. Okay, so we throw a couple of race cars over at your place that you still have. Maybe we throw something in his house, throw something at your parents' house, throw something at your house.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple spots in my shop too, so.
Do you?
Yeah.
So if we needed to, we could bang out a couple of slots.
Yeah.
Then we find room for all of this crap. All the stuff in the mezzanine, which you've been packing up.
Kind of.
And then if we finally got a building after the end of the month, we'd have to actually move it all again. Now, that's a nightmare. Back to the F12. You guys built all the pipes now, the dump pipes for the wastegates, and you built these exhaust pipes off the turbo.
Yeah.
Look at these monsters. You guys, this is beautiful. Like, you guys have done an outstanding job on this. I probably could have done just as good of a job if I learned how to weld 20 years ago, but it's impressive what these guys have been able to pull off. Look at this. Look at the size of that pipe. Bro, how wide is that?
3.5 inch, so dual 3.5 inch out of the turbos, 2-inch dump pipes off the wastegates, and then obviously just the massive amount of stainless tubing on this thing that all 6 into 1 coming forward into that X pipe, back up to the turbos with the wastegates and everything. There's a lot of work.
It's a lot of material because out of all of this, I've been getting the bills, and it is not cheap. That's a lot of material. So you guys have this just dumping to, is that technically called like the atmosphere underneath the car?
Yep, either way to the atmosphere, right? Up or down. Trying to place everything that we have. It's so packed in here.
Yeah.
We wanted obviously the exhaust dumps to come up out of the hood, but to get the wastegates out of the hood also, those tubes would have had to go like super long and run around the turbos and come up or something.
Oh, the way we were talking, like we thought at one time we might actually be able to dump them like out the side of the fenders.
Yeah.
Or maybe out this corner of the bumper. We ended up deciding that probably wasn't the best idea.
It just would look really weird when you open the hood, like those really long 2-inch tubes snaking around.
Yeah.
It just didn't really fit with everything else. So, but now it'll shoot fire under the car and out of the hood. So
yeah, it'll glow under the car, right?
Ridiculous.
Totally ridiculous. So what else do you guys have to do next? Because I look at this and I'm just like,
oh, I mean,
scratching my head.
The list now is pretty short. So it's just all the plumbing, all the wiring, mount the diff, the axles, the drive shaft, build the engine.
Yeah, you have to finish that.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Because we did the first portion of it, and now they have everything, but they just have to put it together.
Yeah, exactly. So there's still a lot of machine work that has to happen.
Oh, really?
Each cylinder has to be machined for each piston.
I thought we already did that.
No, so we haven't machined the cylinders yet because we want to make sure that it's perfect. So even though the pistons that we got are custom made and perfect, we just want to check, measure every piston, machine every cylinder for that piston. So it's not like they all get machined the same.
Yeah.
They'll actually measure each piston and down to like the 100th of a thousandth of an inch of, exactly, precision.
That's nuts. But that doesn't take that long.
No, I think like probably about 2 weeks and the engine will be done.
And the wiring guy?
The wiring guy's working on the harness.
The big one is that new intake manifold we're having made.
Yeah.
And we still have to get that 3D printed so that we can work on the rest of the car while he's actually
machining it.
In Sweden.
In Sweden.
Of all places.
Yeah, and the guy is, he's an artist too, man. His stuff is really cool. We've been going back and forth on the design and how to get it to work. And there's some stuff that we're gonna do that I have never seen on any other car ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pumped. Well, I saw the render and I was just like, holy crap. If he makes that on this car, it's gonna be like part of that centerpiece, right?
Oh yeah.
Like it's insane. It's all built out of like one piece billet.
It is like basically a chunk of aluminum like this big that he's gonna take.
I'll get the bill for that one too.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, I gotta give you props, man. Your welding looks sick.
Thank you, man.
You have fun?
Yeah.
This is like
Projects like this are always fun.
a little different, right?
I mean, different, but and it's like you just get you could be creative and just have fun with it. It's not just confined to like.
We have no rule book.
Pretty much,
right?
Yeah.
None of those rules that you guys had to play with when you were in actual professional racing.
Yeah, and in racing a lot of times.
This is racing.
Exactly. This is
asshole DDE stuff. By the
build
way,
something completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I want it to look insane. Where normal race cars are like, I just want it to work.
Yeah.
And I have this budget, right?
Exactly.
And you're trying to fit it in that box. Where this is like, how much is it going to cost? Well, that matters, but not as much as making it crazy.
That's
right?
true.
Not only that, like I came from production work, so it's like dumb everything down for stock cars, and it'll fit on like whatever stock car. Where this is just like kind of no limit, just have
absolutely.
Really one off.
This is 100% DDE. YouTube, get the attention of you guys so that your minds are blown. I mean, let alone seeing this in person when we take it to events, it's gonna absolutely just blow your mind. But it has to translate on video. And one of the hardest things to do when you make car videos is make things exciting, because you can be going legitimately fast and be on the edge of your driving skills and the car's limits, and it cannot look that fast if you film it the wrong way. So you gotta get angles low to the ground. You have to have an environment where there's obstacles going around you so you can see and sense the speed. Yep. It's a lot. And so that's why when we build these cars, and that's why the Unicorn was such an inspiration and revolution to, YouTube automotive videos, because of the way it was built, especially originally, like the sound.
Yeah.
And they did one up it when they put the turbos on, because now it was just shooting like insane fire and stuff. And those are the things that we love to see in video. So this has got all those boxes being checked. The sound hopefully is going to come back. The fire is going to be bigger, badder than ever. Now out the top, bigger flames, more flames. Because remember, this car is now going to be running on E100 or ethanol.
90% race ethanol, high octane, like good stuff.
So just imagine, remember when the 720 GTR shot flames on pump gas? Not bad, pretty good, considering Alex Quintani, the flamer himself, gave it his best shot. But once he got that thing on E85, bigger injectors, you guys remember the 8-foot flame that bitch fucking throws now, right? It is nuts. So imagine this thing has 5-foot flames here and the whole bottom of the car is glowing. Yeah. And Mike's probably freaking out going, don't stop and do that.
The good thing is,
the car on fire.
The good thing is that because those wastegates are on there, when you're revving it up and shooting flames, when you're standing still, the wastegates should not be open. So you shouldn't be dumping.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, so it's when it reaches its boost level, right?
Like anti-lag or something.
You're really
anti-lag.
Anti-lag.
Anti-lag?
They'll pump out some flames.
I want some anti-lag. Well, I just want to say thank you to you guys, because we've started this project here at our original, very first Dde HQ. Like, this was a huge step for us. And we had a lot of, let's just call them hurdles when we were first here. And it took a long time to get the synergy and the right team together to be able to fulfill my bad ideas and really my dream that I've been pursuing for the better part of a decade since I've started this business. So I'm just super grateful to have these guys, and I just want to show them some love. Buy them some Luna Grill. Everyone's getting chicken, except for Mark. Mark's getting steak.
Yeah.
He went on all in. Give me the fillet. This is going to have a little bit of a pause, about a week. Not going to get a whole lot done. In the meantime, the boys are packing things up. You guys have already started draining the water out of the, what's this thing called? Plasma cutter? Oh my God. I don't use any, so don't blame me for forgetting what it's called. The good news is, hey, we kept all this stuff on the pallet, so to move it's going to be easy, right?
We're not even moving it. Somebody else is.
We hired someone. That's a good point. Because we're in a commercial building and it's a lease and we don't own the building, it's not that simple of a process. I wanted to kind of explain that to you. I know some of you in the comments are like, hey, just extend the lease, or there's a lot of suggestions, and I know it's coming from a good place. Your intent is good, and I love you guys for that. But it's not that simple. The landlord who leases the building to us requires we have certain things in place, like insurance and liability. And when we move stuff in and out of the building, so the building is protected, and also so they don't get sued, right? We're in California, you guys. Yeah. Or we don't want to get sued either. We have to hire professional bonded movers. Someone who moves the furniture in your house is not the same people you hire to move this stuff. This is very specialized moving company. It does heavy equipment.
Yeah.
So we have 2 moving companies that are gonna come and box all this stuff up. Now the irony is they're hopefully gonna start coming tomorrow. They don't even know where we're telling them to go yet. In 24 hours, we need to figure out where we're gonna even put this stuff. So I'm not making this up for YouTube. This is a ton of stress. It's a lot of anxiety. We're doing the best we can. Dave's killing it with all the emails and the realtors and the insurance brokers. These guys are doing their best. We're just gonna pack it all up and hopefully we have some sort of a game plan. 48 hours max. Come along for the journey. This is gonna be wild. We have so much to move. This is entirely full of water. Are you?
Yeah.
He's stressed, bro.
He's really stressed.
He's flying in tonight. He has his daughters and then he does like school drop off and all that when he's home. So he has to do school drop off this morning in order to then get on a flight to then get here to deal with all this shit. What did you just say?
He's like, try to buy us some more time with the movers. So I already scheduled the movers.
I know.
And
so now he's backpedaling.
And now he's like, hold on, back out of it. I think it's gonna eat up our deposit. So that's gonna be like $750 down the drain.
This is no joke. This is actually happening right now. So let's quickly give these guys a quick walkthrough. All this stuff has to go. Now, all of these BendPak lifts, we actually replaced the original lifts in this shop with these BendPak ones. So they do need to stay, but we're gonna reach out to our friends at BendPak and we'll probably get some new lifts for the new location once we have that sorted out. I was hoping it was gonna stop raining. Remember I said when it rains, it pours? Look at this.
Oh my God.
We do not wanna have to move in this. Holy crap. That is disgusting.
Especially in your car, you don't have any windows.
Oh, dude, you'd have to Velcro the windows
I
on.
don't think those are gonna stop rain, let's be honest.
Probably not.
I don't think so. The
They're shot
Velcro
out
came
there.
off.
You
And
know,
in a situation where we need to be decreasing our inventory, we're actually increasing the inventory. And I'll tell you why. The SVJ is actually showing up sometime this week. We just got the email from shipping. I know you guys are pumped about having that car back on the channel. Yeah. And guess what shows up not tomorrow, but the next day?
599?
The Senna.
The Senna.
So the Senna shows up, the most expensive car. I don't want anywhere near anybody moving.
Yeah, exactly.
And on top of all that, the Senna needed new tires, and the 720 GTR will be nearing completion in the next probably 3 to 4 weeks. And guess what we got? New tires. You went and got them.
Oh, I did.
So I got a whole stack of new tires that I added to the inventory at the back there. All brand new R888s because I need really sticky tires for that 720 GTR. 1300 wheel horsepower is no joke. And the Senna, well, it just needed anything but hockey pucks. We have some interim projects. You want to show them a little teaser of the Huracan?
You want to reveal that right now? That's a big reveal.
What?
I don't think so.
No?
No, that project is honestly gonna be completely one of one, and I don't think you should give it up yet.
That's really big.
Like, it's
What?
huge.
I agree.
Really? Yeah. Man, I'm trying to give you guys something, making this all worth your while, but these guys are like going full YouTube on you.
Okay, we'll give him one taste.
One taste,
Don't
please.
don't show him what's over here. I'll just grab it.
Okay, you grab it. You grab it. By the way, Tim, you got real suspension in your car.
I do.
How's that feeling now?
Oh, wait, not that.
do that again. Oh, the suspension flexes really good, Tim. Oh, baby, oh, baby.
All right, so we got a handbrake. That's one of the parts that we're putting in that car.
There's a bunch.
There's a bunch.
The other one is super sexy.
The other one is really cool, but I feel like if we give that away right now,
Yeah, that's a whole video.
that's a lot.
It's a 2-week project. It's
Minimum. I've never done it before.
tearing the whole interior out,
Tearing the whole interior
which
out.
will go back in. Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna do blue in this one.
And we're not doing.
I learned my lesson with the first one. I love that color, but like everybody's scared to get in that car.
Yeah, this isn't turning into a race car. We're not doing a full cage in it. We're not doing all that stuff.
No.
It's gonna stay pretty much the same, but this is going in.
Ultimate Tire Slayer is really the goal with this.
Yes.
Ultimate.
Yep.
If we get either of these buildings, by the way, Dave could actually, for the very first time, drive his 570 GT4 race car on the property.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous.
Would make me nervous too.
There's enough.
You're not getting any heat in the tires on slicks on concrete floors.
No. But there's enough room at either of those places to get into third gear, which is like 80 miles an hour.
And there's a bunch of fences.
And there's a lot of fences. There's a lot.
whole stand.
It's a lot of commitment.
And Dave's not known for commitment. Very first time seeing Dave's Bentley since he did the blackout package, lowered it. The boys here did the old plasti dip on the wheels, which by the way, I was asked by Jason at Protective Film Solutions to emphasize that they do not do plasti dipping. That is not what they do. That was
Unless
like,
you ask really nice.
no, none of that. That was like from one bro to another just to hook you up because your car looks like shit. But damn, look at this thing.
We did the
It's,
spacers on it too. That made a big difference.
oh, it brought the wheels out.
Yeah.
It looks f***ing dope, man. Like, I'm pumped for Dave that he has his dream car. Contrary to some of your beliefs, some people in the comments were like, oh, Dave's not a real car guy. He's not really into supercars. No, he likes them. It's just like in his heart, and don't get me wrong, he loves that car right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely loves it. But he's not obsessed. There is a difference between really, really loving that car and liking supercars and being obsessed. Like, I'm obsessed with supercars. I do appreciate this, and I would have one of these, I would, but I would probably buy another supercar first. Like, I have to have that full range of cars that I've always wanted and be fulfilled that way, and then I would get something like this, where this is truly Dave's, like, this is in his heart.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped for him. He's got a hell of a project ahead of him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't wait for that. When we get this thing all together with that wide body kit, some proper wheels on it, the big horsepower upgrades,
Dude.
the exhaust, oh man.
This sounds sick.
And it's gonna be so unique. Like, everyone's like, oh, Bentley, whatever. Dude,
have no
that car is going to be absolutely insane. If you guys see that car rolling down the street, you will like shit your pants.
No one's ever done it.
Dumb. Yeah, it's so dumb, but it's gonna look crazy.
Be a true one of one DD style just for our boy Dave. All hands on deck right now. Normally these guys have gone home for the day. They're all staying late to help us pack. Moving blankets and all sorts. Is this actually for my wing?
It is.
Let's try not to hit Dave's brand new car. Oops, I'm already knocking shit over. Is this for my wing? Is this my wing mod?
That's where you're waiting.
Yeah, Gorilla Tape. My wing is splitting, and I need to reach out to our friends Dave at Race Cars For You, where we actually bought our 2 race cars from, and see if he can't get me a true carbon blade for my KB43 car. The fiberglass wing at 200 plus miles an hour.
Split.
It's split.
Yeah.
Which is a lot better than flying off at somebody.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah. Better. That's definitely the better of the two options.
Is the food here?
The food's here.
Don't breathe on me, Tim. Okay,
well.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See you guys.
All right, food for the boys. This is your reward. Chicken and rice. I went all out. It's healthy. I care about the crew's well-being, so we want to make sure that they have healthy food, and that's what I got them. Also because it's a new year and it's a new me. I'm trying to get leaner. I want to see that 6-pack again.
Lean as me.
It was a request by the wife. Your go-to, hey?
Yeah, this is
Looks so good.
pumped.
Got the chicken for us. Got a little extra protein here, Sean, if you need. I know you're probably in bulking stage right now. So you're doing your legs and stuff, bro.
Yes, sir.
445 pounds.
452.
452.
I failed at 465.
That is
Let's try that again this week.
crazy.
Hello.
And you've been jacked.
Kind of.
Everybody's been commenting how jacked Tim is.
Mark is ruining my gym schedule by
Kind
getting.
of sabotage, Tim.
What have you been doing?
He got me sick.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You should put a mask on while you eat.
Okay.
Got a hole.
All right, we're done. I have an idea because I said I was gonna bring you guys more driving content in 2024. I want every video, no matter what it is, if it's an update with the shop, a move, or something, to have driving content. I have just the idea for you. Tim is gonna do the honors of doing a redemption burnout in the garage.
Okay.
Yeah. The best part is his car is right in the middle of 2 of Dave's cars, the Bentley and the 599, and we're not moving either of them. So you have to do a burnout without us moving either of these cars. Holy So your odds are probably going forwards would be best. And we could always tie it down like we did with the 599 again.
Yeah, so we go from here to the 2-post.
This is probably a super bad idea.
What if we tie it to the Bentley and the Bentley does one in reverse and I do one forward?
Oh, do we have a tow hook for the Bentley? We could put the tow hook in and then tie it down to the Bentley.
Bad idea.
Yeah, the tow hook goes right here too.
This is a bad idea.
Okay?
There might be one in the trunk. Let's see.
All the disrespect. We tie it to the Bentley. The Bentley's like super heavy, isn't it?
It is, but
What's the worst that could happen? He's getting a whole new body kit. Hey?
okay, as long as you approve.
I approve. I approve. Tim's getting nervous. What do you think? Bad idea, Sean?
It's terrible, but I like it.
So we gotta find the tow hook, then we gotta put it in, and then we gotta strap it down. Yeah. So we gotta now pop this in here, and it'll be the anchor. Pop that out. Anchor it down. We can back the 599 obviously up a little bit, and then we gotta get a strap, and we'll strap the car, we'll give it a little bit of a gap, and then you can just full send it.
Yeah.
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 Hold the confidence. Hold the confidence.
Yes.
It's the confidence. It's the confidence of don't hit any of my cars. Make sure you don't cross thread that. That would suck.
Oh, it's,
Wait, why is Mark doing it?
it's tight.
There you go.
Nope. I'm not hitting anything. How do I even get this on? This is not as easy as I thought it would be. Is that not in the right hole? A weird thing to say right now, but do we have a proper strap? Oh, there we go.
We got the bigger strap.
We need the thick strap. The last time we broke the last strap.
Well, it says it takes 3,333 pounds.
Yeah, the car weighs more.
Yeah, something like that.
This is gonna be epic. What a way to send off here at the old Dde Hq. Now, it's not over. We still have a few days of moving, so who knows what other bad ideas we'll have. But in the meantime, this is the best bad idea I got for you guys tonight.
Something's gonna break, but
It was awesome. That's all the way in, right?
It is.
Oh yeah, perfect.
It's a reverse thread.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's a reverse thread.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was turning it right was the wrong way. Yeah. That's good to know. Damon is still a idiot in 2024. Stop laughing. Fire in the hole. Oh, the fans are on. So go forward to the right. Pretty good. Okay. What's all this? Hey, don't ruin the cardboard boxes. Hey, you have to jump out of the window or something. Yeah, size 16 right there.
Ferrari is on fire, as they do.
There you go, you got this. There you go. Yeah! Almost. Oh, bro.
I thought we were gonna need the jaws of life.
Your brakes work now, right? If you
should.
get that thing snap and you're launching at this car,
I'll aim that way.
hit the brakes. Yeah, turn right. This is a really bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Yeah. I think you're good. Woo!
That was second.
Bentley Burnout. Yes. He actually grabbed second. How'd we do? Ah! Holy crap. Woo! Well done.
I did
amazing.
It worked this time.
It worked. Woo! All right, let's clean this mess up. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Daily uploads until we find a new HQ. Let's go.